nilang i-search yung sasakyan mo? Pwede ba nilang i-search yung compartment or yung box inside ng motorsiklo mo? Hi everyone! So, in this video, I will be discussing more of like a question on kapag ba mayroon kang sasakyan or mayroon kang, let's say, motor, nagdadrive ka sa daan, tapos pinara ka ng isang police officer or ng traffic enforcer, tapos nag-ask sila ng ORCR mo, kapag hindi mo nabigay, ano ba yung consequences? Pwede ba nilang i-search yung sasakyan mo? Pwede ba nilang i-search yung compartment or yung box inside ng motorsiklo mo? So, I will read to you PAO's response, the Public Attorney's Office response to one of a similar inquiry. Alright? So it says here, Dear Pao, my brother was riding his motorcycle last night when he encountered a checkpoint at the corner of our street. He stopped as instructed and the police officers asked for the certificate of registration and official receipt of the motorcycle. My brother, however, failed to produce them. Thereafter, the police officer asked my brother to open the tools compartment of his motorcycle to search for the above-mentioned documents. Can the police officers legally ask my brother to open the tools compartment of his motorcycle even without a search warrant? The letter sender is named Daniel. Now, this still is the response. Dear Daniel, based on Section 2, Article 3 of the 1987 Constitution, as a general rule, search and seizure must be carried only by virtue of a search warrant predicated upon the existence of probable cause. Otherwise, a search and seizure effected by law authorities without a valid warrant would be considered unreasonable within the meaning of the Constitution. However, meron po itong exception because this is not absolute. Now, one of these exceptions is the search of a moving vehicle. Now, in the case of Rolando Uy versus the people of the Philippines, it's a case that was decided in February 23, 2022. And if you would like to look for it, the GR number is 217097. Okay? Now, in this case, the Supreme Court, through Justice Ramon Paul Hernando, explained that checkpoints are considered a variant of searching moving vehicles. This kind of search is not considered as illegal per se, for as long as its necessity is justified by the exigencies of public order and it is conducted in a way that is least intrusive to motorists. In other words, a checkpoint search is considered valid as long as it is limited to a mere routine inspection. The question now is, does the law allow an extensive search during a checkpoint? The answer is yes. However, in order for extensive search to be valid during a checkpoint, the authorities should have a probable cause that would justify a reasonable belief either the motorist is a law offender or that the contents of the vehicle are or have been instruments of some offense. So sa case na ito, it was ruled by the Supreme Court that failure of the person to produce the ORC could raise suspicions on the part of the police officer, which would prompt them to inquire further and look into the motor vehicle. Yung sa case kasi ng example na ito, yung taong nagdadrive ng red motorcycle ay nagpass sa mobile checkpoint doon sa may Bukidnon. Ngayon, itong si SPO2 Lauren na naka-station doon ay flinag down yung motorsiklo and yung driver. Hiningan niya ng ORCR, hindi nakapag-produce, so naging suspicious si police officer. Ngayon, kasi naging suspicious siya, nag-inspect siya. Now, upon inspection of the motor vehicle, the police officers chance upon a plastic cellophane. Yung driver naman, inopen niya yung tools compartment. And so then, si police officer, they found a small bundle of dried marijuana placed inside a transparent cellophane. Nung na-open nga yung compartment. So, sa sample case na ito, while it is true that the route of the encounter of the police officers and yung si driver was due to the mobile checkpoint na inimplement because of the COMELEC gun ban, the arrest was not made by reason of the COMELEC gun ban or any traffic violation. Instead, it was in light of the driver's failure to present his ORCR, which raised suspicions on the part of the police officers, prompting them to inquire further and look into the motor vehicle. So, yun nga. Now, the consequent search conducted by the police officers led to the confiscation of marijuana. Now, going back sa question ni Daniel about dun sa brother niyang hindi nakapag-present ng ORCR. His failure to present the ORCR may have raised reasonable suspicion on the part of the police officers. So consequently, they may be justified in asking him to open the tools compartment of his motorcycle even without a search warrant, as such failure could indicate that a crime had been committed or that the motor vehicle was involved in a crime. But please remember that all these discussions are premised solely on the facts narrated earlier.